how to animate in Adobe Animate, how to animate an object. So before animate, we should talk about the timeline. Each columns are called cell. Now this is a blank cell, that's why there is nothing visible. If you want to add something here, you need to add a keyframe. You need to add a keyframe. Keyframe. To add keyframe, F6 is the shortcut. Okay, F6 is the shortcut. F6. Or you can do keyframe here. Insert, timeline, keyframe. Now you can see one dot. That means now you can add any content inside. Means when I can create something over here, once it is recorded, that means you can see in a black dot is coming over there. If I press from here, one more time I will show you. If I delete something, you can see it's a blank frame. If I delete this one also, I selected this cell, right click and remove frames. Now you see we have nothing. I won't be able to draw anything over here if we have no keyframes. So either you go to insert timeline keyframe. It's very hard to do from one by one. Instead of this F5, F6, function key, F6. If you press F6, here you have to select the cell. Repeat, you have to select the cell like this yellow color. Now press F6 on the keyboard. Now when you create an object, you can see it become, that means it's a black color now, right? That means there is a content in this layer. What is the content? This rectangle is the content. Now from here, if you press F6 one more time, second frame also the same keyframe came. If I selected this one, if I move a bit, F6, I move a little bit. F6, I move it. F6. Now I'm not moving for sometimes. I'm pressing F6. Now I've started to move again. F6. I'm doing faster. F6. Here. Each F6 I'm doing one by one movement. So what it is happening? This all frames will be recording here. When you go to first frame, you understand. Second, third, 4, 5. This way one by one. Now here there was no changes. So this is also recorded and it is recording. How to play this one? You press enter on the keyboard. Enter. Okay, it's blinking because I did the selection over there. That's why, okay. It will not come in output, just to visible there only. Okay, ignore that portion. Now, for example, here I want to do different color. On this frame, I choose red color. Next one also, I want red color. Next one also, I want red color. Next frame, I want green color or cyan color. Next keyframe I do. See, after I given the keyframe, I'm changing this color. So that also will be recorded. Enter. Maybe here. Each frames one by one I'm going to do changing the color. I'm doing same color for 2-3 frames because one frame may not understand. It will be very fast. So few frames together, I'm choosing something. Now when I press enter, but the right output, if you want, you need to press Control and enter. Control plus enter. Then you can see the final output in Flash Player. Okay. But remember one point. When you're opening your file, your new document, if you're using instead of action script 3, something else, if you use it, when you press Control enter, it will not open like this in Adobe Flash Player. Remember, when you press Control enter, if this is not coming, if this window is not coming, that means you might open this new page with HTML canvas or something else. If you use action script 3, then only when you press Control enter, you're gonna get this window. In this window, you will see the final result. Here, what we see when you enter, you can also see, but it will not. We don't see the boundary. Now you can see exactly the boundary. This is our 1280720 frames, right? The frame size. So this is the way we're going to animate it. Now, if you want to delete this one now, you cannot. If you delete from here, it will delete from only one frame. So the second frame again, it will be there. So if you want to delete this one, you need to select like this, all, right click, remove frames. You need to do this way, then only it will go. Otherwise, if you go to one frame, then if you delete it, second frame, you need to delete it one by one, you need to delete like that. It's hard. So instead of select like this, all remove frames. To start again, select a frame, F6. Then you start to draw. Maybe have a line. Okay. Then F6. I do a movement. F6. 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 I've done like this. Control Enter. Okay. So any objects you can animate over there. Any objects like this you can animate. Whatever you draw is like a flipbook animation, it will be working. But at least you remember 25 frames if you do, then only it become 1 second. It should be in your mind when you're animating. You need 25 frames to get 1 second. So 50 frames will be 2 seconds. And as for if you want to do any changes now, you cannot change this color now. Okay. If you want to change the color now, you need to go everything one by one, you need to change the color. So there are some advanced options that when I discuss, you can do. For time being, you cannot change. If you want to change it, each frame now, for example, I want to make red color. So here also have to make red color. So one by one, I need to change it. It will be hard for you. Now control and there are only 2 frames red color is there. Now, if you want to continue, go to last frame and click outside F6. 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 If you want to move fast, less keyframe. If you want to see this, all I'm here, this portion I'm doing faster. Now, if you want to do slowly, slowly you do it. F6. 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 See what happened? 1 and second again. Now, after this slowly happened here, because in the last I added some extra frame. That's why when it's ending the time, it's become a little bit slow. So this one, why after working only you should understand how much fast, and if you do this much keyframe, how much fast I'm getting. If you do this much keyframe, how much slower I'm getting. This kind of thing. By working, you should understand how many frames we are doing. Try to move a simple objects from here to other place and see how it's happening. Okay, just make a box and try to move from one place to other. I will just show you. I take a new page now. I can create a new layer, but as I didn't teach, I'm not showing you. For example, I have a box now here. I want to move this box to here. F6, slowly I'm moving. So together, select all. Slowly I'm moving. Okay. F6, I'm moving. Use the arrow key. You can do F6, F6. Each movement I'm pressing F6. Again a movement, F6. Now I want to move fast. Okay. So next what I'm doing, little bit more F6, more F6, more F6. So it is very fast now. Now I want to make slowly. So slowly, F6, F6. Slowly, slowly, slowly. See, slow, starting slow, then fast, then slow. How I understood that? Because first is more keyframe I do it for this. You can understand from here. So here 1, 2, more keyframes are there. Then when it's end, it's middle, you can see it's moving very fast. Each keyframes have a big movement. In the end, again, slowly, 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 it is ending. So slow, fast, slow, slow, fast, slow. That by keyframe I'm animating. I can understand the movement house. These kind of some basic shapes you need to animate like this. Try to make slow, fast, slow. Try to make it slow and fast. Try to make it fast and slow. It means slow in, slow out. Fast in, fast out. Slow in, slow out. Slow in, fast out. So try different way, different type of objects. Okay, many exercise we need to do it. Then only you will understand the concept, because you're doing a 2D animation base. If you really understand how many frames are taken for each action, then it would be very easy for you to convey to a character animations and all. If you don't understand this one, when you do a character animations, your entire frame number frame, when you're doing these frames, there will be a mistake on it. Okay.